What's up, guys? How are we doing? And I'm back with another Photoshop video. And today we're gonna do another project because you guys did great and dropped 5 likes. Now we're gonna do an interesting project, a very interesting one, a very cool one. And you'll see why. But it's a very long project, so it's gonna be in 2 parts. I can't finish it in one video, obviously. So let's go for it. We're gonna go to File, we're gonna go to Open, File, Open, nope, don't want that at all. Okay, we're gonna go to File, we're gonna go to Open, and we're gonna go to Contour Map. And we have this image right here. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to go to our not our windows, our layer panel. Okay, let's go to our layer panel. And we're gonna go down to check if flattened image is grayed out. Now, if flattened image is grayed out, you are good. If flattened image, if you can press it, then there is something wrong. So we want to make sure that is grayed out. Now, when we start our projects, we use a filter, we convert the image to a smart object, but we want to keep the image flattened, and that will happen until we make it into a smart object. Now, before we make it into a smart object, we're gonna go to filter, we're gonna go to blur and Gaussian blur. We'll use Gaussian blur a lot, and we're gonna dial in 20 pixels as the radius. Press OK. Now you'll see this blur, and we are gonna go to Window Channels next. Now we're going to Windows, and we're gonna go to Channels, and I'll pull up all these colors: RGB meaning red, green, blue. Now we're gonna go to Adjustments and Levels. Now you're gonna pull up this little thing, just a little graph. Don't mess anything with the input levels. Just do with the output levels. Now we're just gonna use the output levels for this project. In my future videos, we might do a project that includes the input levels, but for right now, we are using the output. Now we're gonna change the first output level to 128, which is our RGB. So we're gonna change this to 128. Alright. Now we're gonna go to our red and actually we're gonna go to our green. Let's go to our green. We're gonna go to our green and we're gonna go to 128. 128 as our output level. Same thing. And then we're gonna go to blue and make it 128. Okay, now what do we have RGB? Now, I kind of made a mistake. I'm sorry, it's just one mistake, but change this to 0 and go to red at 128. I am sorry for my mistake. It happens, eh? Alright, so that's going to be red. Now we're going to click on OK. Make sure you have red, green, blue, all output levels as 128. Let's press OK. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is you see these eyeballs over here? You're going to take out the green eyeball and you're going to take out the blue eyeball. So now we're only left with the red. Alright, now that we do that, we're going to go to Image Mode Grayscale right here. And when it says discard color information, press discard. This is what you want to do. Okay, now that we have that, we're gonna go to File, and if it says gray, just double click on it. Oh, it's not letting me double click. Actually, let's just yeah, leave it as gray. We're gonna go to File. We're gonna go to Save As and save on your computer, and we are gonna name this 1R channel. 1R channel. And we need to make sure it's not a JPEG, but a Photoshop document. And we are going to save it. Now we're going to press Ctrl Z, Control Z, so that we return to all the other channels. Okay? That done. We're going to do the same thing with the green, and then do the same thing with the red. But we're going to call it two green, two blue, and yeah. So, you already done the red, I believe. Now it's time to do the green. Okay, we have our green now, and we are going to go to image mode grayscale again, I believe. Yep, we're going to image mode grayscale and discard the other color information. And yeah, it's just gonna say gray again. And we are gonna do file save again. And we're gonna name this to green channel. File save as save on my computer 2G channel. The Photoshop document, press save. We're gonna go to Ctrl Z. And now we're doing the blue. So we're gonna take these out, take these out, and now we have the blue. Now the reason why a lot of people are asking, why is it gray? Isn't it supposed to be blue? That's because we do not have the RGB. Now it is turned to blue. It's turned to bluish at least. So that is why indeed. Now, it's not going to hurt your project or anything like that, but you see this is blue now and all of that. So, okay. Now, we are going to go to image mode grayscale, like we did on our last one. Image mode grayscale. I'm going to discard all color information. And now that we have that, we're going to file, save as, and we're going to save this as 3B. File, save as, save on my computer, 3B channel. Photoshop document, make sure it is. Boom. And we're going to press Ctrl Z, so we return back to all these. Now we are set. We are set. Now, we need to make lines for our contour map. Now, we are going to go to File. We're going to go to New. And we're going to we can name it Untitled. Why not? Let's make a width of 20 and a height of 20. We want to now make sure this is all in pixels. We don't want it in inches, so we're gonna change this to pixels, and we're probably gonna have to do it again because I had to be more careful. So 20 and then 20. Let's make the resolution 72. It won't hurt to make that. We have color, make sure you have 8-bit, white, and click OK or create. Sorry. And it's gonna be very, very tiny. Now, to do this, we're gonna control plus on this, control plus, and just zoom it in so it is visible like that. Alright, now we're gonna click on this marquee tool, which is over here. It should say the marquee tool. Now, we are gonna start on the upper left corner and drag our mouse so we have a value of a width of 20 pixels and a height of 16 pixels. So I'm just gonna drag it in up here. So we want to have a width of 20 pixels. So it'll say right here where it says width 20 pixels on this right side. With 20 pixels, we need to make the height 16. So we're just gonna bring it down a little bit. Right there should be, release. Now we have a width of 20, a height of 16, and okay. We're gonna have to try this again. Let's actually zoom out because I think it's a bit too close. I think this would be better. Just adjusting is key to editing photos. Now with 20, height 16, bam. Alright, now that we have that, we are going to go to edit preferences and unit rulers to check something. Edit preferences right down here. Units or rulers right there. Now, make sure your rulers is in pixels. Make sure. That is what we are making sure of. Now, let's just press OK. Everything's good. Now, we are gonna go to the next step. Now, make sure this black square is on top of the the white square. Can't read. Okay. Now we're gonna press the Alt key and the backspace key. We are gonna press Alt and backspace, and this will turn black. If that is not coming for you, that means you have this white up here. Make sure you have the black up here. Alright, now we're gonna not type in, we're gonna press Control D so the marching ants or the selected parts are not here anymore. Nada, they're not here anymore. Now, we're gonna go to Edit, and we're gonna go all the way to Define Pattern. And let's name it H line 6. H line 6, press OK. And the real fun is going to start in a bit. So we're going to go to layer. We're going to go to new fill layer. Actually, let's go to file and open the contour map JPG. So we're going to go to file. We're going to go to open. Let's open this contour map. Oh, we talked about. Now it's going to be like this. Now we're going to go to layer, new fill layer pattern. So layer, new fill layer, pattern. And we are going to go to our, okay, this is interesting. Pattern fill one. And when you press OK, there will be these leaves. Do not click that. Go to this H line 16. Press that, and you'll get these lines. I know it's a bit dizzy, but you know. But we're gonna put the scale at, make sure the scale is at 100, and then press OK. Kaboom! We have these lines. It's a bit dizzy, but you know, it's well worth it. Now we're gonna go to Filter, Displace. Filter, Distort, Displace. Now you're gonna see this alert pop up. The fill for the layer must be rasterized or converted to a smart object before proceeding. If rasterized, it will no longer be editable as a fill. So click on Convert to Smart Object. Now we have converted it to a smart object. Now we can go back to Filter. Actually, let's go to Filter. We're gonna go to Can't do that. Okay, now let's try going back to Filter. Oh boy. Here we see where. Oopsies. Alright, so now that you converted that to a smart object, this display thing will show up. It was just showing on my other monitors. I'm like, huh? So, alright, so now that we have that, we're gonna go to our height as 0. That's our horizontal scale. And vertical at 77. I don't know why I said height, but and we're gonna make sure this displacement map is at stretch to fit. Undefined areas is at repeat edge pixels. Make sure embed file data in smart object is selected and press OK. Now you're gonna see this. This is perfect. That's what we want. Now, we want to choose the 1R channel right here, the red channel. We're going to open it, and you see the little guy. Isn't that cool? Now, we're almost done with part 1 of the contour mapping. We just need to do one more or one or two more things. Now, we want to make sure we are clicked on the H lines layer. Actually, let's double click on this and name this H lines, and because that would make it a bit easier. As you see, we have that smart objects thing, and now we're gonna go blend mode, and we're gonna go all the way to overlay. So right here, this is your blend mode. Go down to overlay right here, and boom. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are done with part 1 of the contour mapping. We will finish this up in part 2. I might get it done tomorrow, maybe. I'll see how time is going. But thank you for joining me, and you guys have a great day. Now, before I kind of like end this video, we're gonna go to File, and then we're gonna go to Save As, and make sure you save it. Just save it I'm gonna save it Cons Map Project, and we will come back to it in my next video. Now we want to save all these little picture things or untitled. I'm just gonna name this H lines, and yes, and yeah, we are good with that. Now I will see y'all in my next video. Have a great day.